I just assumed that there was a delay. It was live. All right, here we go. Game number 1. We've got Ravines, and we've got Yo against Liereyy here. Burgundians against Tatars. And Yo, this is his home map, remember? Liereyy has picked a lot of, or both of his maps have been land maps, and Yo has finally decided to pick a land map of his own with no hybrid values whatsoever. Ravines, just, you start in this, well, ravine, I guess you can call it, with the hill in the middle and your TC on top. You also have outposts surrounding your base to give you a lot of vision. And players like to go for a full wall off here. I'm going to fast forward it just a little bit so I can keep pace with all the other casters, because they're probably like 3 minutes ahead of me at this point, because I noticed the Rex a little bit too late there. So we're just going to speed up until probably minute 6 here, and then we'll be fine. So Tatars, Burgundians can go for that boom, juicy eco behind, and then probably go into something like Custilier or something along those lines. Tatars can go into Cav Archers, also Keshiks follow up later on in the game. And of course, Tatars, Flaming Camel, man. You can't overlook that. Flaming Camel. Guys, it's hard to spell Lierey's name. Did I not spell it correctly? There we go. We're going to stop at 6. How do I know who wins? Well, you don't yet. You're going to have to watch the entire thing. I don't know who wins. We get, when we get Rex, let's say we get a best of 5 like this, we always get 5 Rex, guys. Always get 5 Rex. So we're not spoiled immediately. Jive, thank you for the gift sub to Robo. That's a good gifter. Good gifter. I want to pet on Yo and pet on Liereyy. Okay. Interesting. Right. No one let him in the same room as them, please. It might be a little bit weird. It's 18 pop up for Liereyy, and he's gone up with Loom, so 18 pop with Loom here with Tatars, and he's going to get to the Feudal Age quite quickly, and I think it's going to be, is it going to be scouts here? Can you check your BTTV slots after this game? It was meant to be 100 slots, not 30. Oh my god, Casaro, did you buy me an upgrade? Oh my Lanta, Casaro is so generous. So strong, so brave. Crossbow and Arbs upgrade's getting nerfed next update. I know. I'm aware. There's a barracks now coming down from Yo, and the full wall offs are coming up. Now, he could have walled to here, but I don't know. I feel like this one is more easily defended than this wall off over here. It's much shorter, but this one you can repair behind. You can kind of just boom up. It's safer in the long run. It'll take more time initially as Yo goes now for the wall in front of his TC. Might want to finish that off and not provide a hole if Liereyy is going scouts. And Yo is trying to finish that right now. He's gone up with 22 population, so he's not going to be FCing this right away. He's going to go for some feudal pressure of some kind. And Liereyy is indeed going for the stable, but he goes up. Liereyy goes up 18 population and then builds his stable with 1 vil. Why? Shouldn't you be building that with more than 1 vil? Don't you want to, like, if you're going up that early, don't you really want to capitalize on your uptime? Also killing a bazillion sheep. He is Tatars, so he's going to get more food on them, but he's got 3 sheep dead under the TC with only 6 vils right now as Yo runs into Lierey's Spearman, and that's a good start there for Liereyy to the Feudal Age, taking some HP off that scout. He's also going to find these sheep too. He's going to be able to bring these back. So Tatars coming in clutch. Also Tatars on this map, if you're fighting on the hills or down the hills, get a nice little bonus. And there we go. There's the full wall off from Yo. Gonna have safe woodlines behind, safe gold, safe stone. He will need to transition into farming eco now. We'll see if he goes for the heavy plow upgrade before dropping his farms. He does still have berries left over, and there it is. Oh man, Yo is going for all of the eco upgrades. They asked him which ones he wanted, and he said yes. He said yes. And Liereyy is now struggling to find areas to hit. Why hate arena and then wall like a madman? Well, I mean, you're just playing to your Civ strengths right now, right? It's going to start dropping down some farms, has the second wood upgrade, has heavy plow, and Liereyy is not really close to clicking up to castle age, so I mean, not the greatest opening for Liereyy, right? He goes up really, really early, gets the stable down quite slowly here, is now adding in archer range, and he's not able to do really any damage to Yo other than steal a couple sheep and kill a starting scout. Killing the starting scout, though, will mean that Yo's line of sight is really limited. Ooh, he has another one, so he actually made a scout from that stable. And he's going to be exploring the map, finding all those extra resources. Now, there is gold and stone in your base, but all the rest of the gold and stone on this map are in these little 3-tile neutrals. And you really have to expand and take map control to take full advantage of all these resources. There's also like random deer and stuff around the edges, and it looks like Yo might actually lose another scout. That's going to hurt him quite a bit, actually. Exploration. Negative exploration for Yo after this thing is dead. Cast with MBL. If he's down to cast, I would too. Oh no, we'd have to sync up Rex. I don't want to sync up Rex with MBL. Oh, that's it. That'd be a task. Oh boy, if these were live. Liereyy tries to gate him in. Liereyy tries to archer range block him in. Liereyy goes for the wall, and the scouts clear that up. And now Yo has no military on the field. He's simply booming, but the boom looks pretty good to me. He's got both those eco upgrades there. Liereyy at the same amount of villagers. Idle TC temp for Yo is 0 seconds. Liereyy 15 seconds of idle TC. And we'll take a quick look at the eco. And Yo is already like 500 res ahead of Liereyy. Well, he's made the same amount of walls as Liereyy. So you can see the advantages coming into play for Yo. He also went up to Feudal Age a little bit later. And he had that first wooden upgrade in early because of Burgundians. So that's the difference right there as Liereyy clicks up to Castle Age. The only question for me is how Yo can handle the early Castle Age pressure from Liereyy. I think he's going to be fine if he holds long enough. His eco is going to be phenomenal. But, yeah, the Tatars can be tough if they go into Cav Archers, which isn't really... Actually, Cav Archers isn't really Lierey's jam, though. Liereyy might just be going into crossbows here, straight up. I can't remember the last time I saw Liereyy go Cav Archers. He likes to really control every aspect of his units, and Cav Archers are just less responsive than crossbows. But maybe today's the day. Maybe today is the day, folks. Liereyy has no farms. Yes. It's got 7. Yo's got 15. But then again, Liereyy is going into range units, right? So Liereyy doesn't need food eco as much as Yo does. He's got fletching now. He's going to come out with the crossbows. Yo is going for stone walls and house walls behind the palisades. He's going to try and keep himself safe here, and he wants to get into a castle. Wants the Castilier. And the stone walls are going to be up in time. I think this is really smart from Yo. His berries at the front will be ranged. His farm at the front will be ranged. But other than that, not much to hit here from Liereyy. And it's going to take a while for him to break through these walls. He's going to need a siege workshop or something. All right, Yo is a minute away from Castle Age. Liereyy now getting Bodkin, getting crossbow. Continues with the archer production. Eco is stretched to the limit right now after getting those upgrades. So he's not getting the wood upgrade yet. And he's not really in a position to even come forward and add that siege workshop either. He's just going to be picking away at the front of Yo's base. And Yo's got the skirmishers in support. He has enough res to get heavy or elite skirm. Sorry, not heavy skirm, elite skirm. They're not heavy. I'm not fat shaming these skirms. And he should be able to defend. Already with the armor, already getting Bodkin. Lierey's gonna have some serious problems here. Yo's eco is not to be messed with. We can check the economy stats again. I mean, now he's 700 resources collected ahead. Although Liereyy is cutting off that farm, and maybe he can range this farm. Lierey's going for a siege workshop now, and he can range this farm. So that's 3 farms denied from Yo. 3 farms. It's massive, folks. I know. Try to contain yourselves. Liereyy doesn't lose a crossbow. Yo has the hill advantage here. And Liereyy loses the first crossbow. And Yo actually gets even the +2 armor? Really? Remember, Yo also has a stable here. So if Lierey's careless with this siege workshop or the mangonels coming out of this, a knight can come out and kill the mangonel. Yo, what's up, Samuel? What's up, dude? And the skirms are coming out now. Yo is going to find this siege workshop. Mangonel on the way. It's not in time to deny that. And Yo has added a second town center behind this. And with the +2 armor, Yo is like, all right, come at me. And Liereyy is like, all right, bro, I'll come at you. And this seems to be a mistake from Yo. He's getting some value with these skirmishers, but Liereyy has free thumb ring with Tatars. And he's got so many crossbows that Yo is going to need to back up. Yo is adding more skirms, and now he's fighting against Tatars uphill as the mangonel comes onto the field. Yo has enough stone for a castle, though. Where does he put the castle? Where can you put the castle? He's putting it back here. I think that's like... He could make an argument for putting it over here, but I think this one secures a little bit more. You can't really put it anywhere around here. It seems like an awkward castle, but it is what it is. It is what it is, as Liereyy now adds that second town center. Liereyy only with a minute of vital TC time. Yo with 25 seconds. Now, and Lierey's in. Liereyy is in. Yo is going for a mangonel, and Liereyy is in, and now Liereyy is out. Liereyy noped. What did he see? What did he see? Oh, he saw this. He started to go in. He saw this, and he noped right out of there. He was a yes man until he saw the siege workshop. Everyone's a badass until you see one of those on a hill. Attacking the stable. Doesn't want the potential of knights happening. Husbandry on the way from Yo. That's not going to complete, though. And he goes for the first Castilier. These things are so good at sniping off siege with their charge attack. And Liereyy does not have ballistics yet to snipe them down before they get to the siege. Remember, Yo still has these skirms, too. Yo's got 8 skirms with +2 armor. So if he builds up enough of these, has the mangonel, has the skirms as well, could be really, really rough for Liereyy. But right now, I mean, he's still applying pressure. Villager count is not that much of a difference. He does have the first wood upgrade. He does have wheelbarrow. So Yo only has advantage with heavy plow. And he's going for another TC forward on the stone. Now, Liereyy is known for the Arbalest bombard cannon composition, right? The faster Imperial than basically anyone. It seems like he's always first up to him. But he's going to need a castle right now if he wants to take out Yo with a fast Imperial Age. Mangonel. Micro down by Liereyy, but the Mangonel over here dies. Tatars is not a civ that lends itself towards that faster Imperial time that Liereyy is so known for. As the charge attack comes in, but the Mangonel survives. And Liereyy is still wandering around here. Handcart and Cav archers now from Liereyy. He knows he needs to make a transition into something else for Imperial Age. It's going to be Cav archers. Very rare unit to see Liereyy play around with. He's not known for the Cav archer approach. I can't remember the last time I saw him go for Cav archers. But Tatars, it seems like you have to, right? I like this version of Houseboat way more. Dude, this is... What did someone call it? Like dry boat or something? It actually is. Like the pond has been dried up. Liereyy knows what CA can do. Yeah, he knows what's... I'm not saying he doesn't know what CA can do. I'm just saying he doesn't like to play with them. Don't mince... Don't misquote me. Okay? You can go back and watch hundreds of Liereyy games. You're going to find maybe one or two where he played with cav archers. Attack round. Oh, what? How did that attack round not do more damage? Actually incredible. Liereyy just gets a conversion there on the Castilier. His monk gets killed, but he's clearing up the rest of them with his cav archers. And he got one of his own. Villager count now 72 to 71. So Liereyy is still in this. I mean, at the moment, it looks like he has, if not the advantage, at least he has the momentum in this game, right? He's the one that's been killing units. Yo has simply been defending, but now Yo coming out with more of these units. And we have to question what Burgundians get into in that Imperial Age. Do they keep going Castilier? How is that going to feel once Liereyy has a big, massive cav archers on a hill? Maybe with a forward position. It's not going to feel very good, right? Especially if you lose your numbers in Castle Age. Can you go for the Flemish? I don't think once people are boomed up, Flemish is really an option. Can you go for hand cannons? Also, don't feel the greatest against cav archers. Missing that final skirm upgrade as well in Imperial Age.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Yo, Vascarius, thank you for the 20 months, dude. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for being here. It's going to be a good day. We got so many. We got 4 best of 5s. I think I might do 3 of them. I think I might skip the Doubt Valessa set. We'll see. We'll see how the timing works out. Forward castle now from Yo. Not really forward, just kind of defending his area. And he might actually expand with another TC soon. That's going to be that second castle to produce Castilier. 11 cav archers here for Liereyy. It's not quite enough yet, but he does have the crossbows to support as well. However, he is losing numbers, and he still doesn't have ballistics. He's really towed the line here. He'd rather add TCs than get ballistics. You can see that 4th TC going up. It's soon to be 3rd TC, though, as this one's going down. And Lierey's going to look for some counter damage over here. Another archer range from Liereyy. That's his 3rd. Really needs ballistics, though. The later this game goes, the more he needs ballistics. And he's losing villagers at the front. Yo seems to have such a good position now. Yo is going out for the berries on this side. Liereyy is looking for damage. And oh, Liereyy might find those. He does not. Finds a wolf, though. And that's a lot of dead vills. Eco KD now 18 to 1 suddenly. 18 to 1 suddenly in favor of Yo. And he was the one who was kind of sitting back this game. Liereyy was trying to apply the pressure. Yo boomed up his eco. Got into Castilier, and Liereyy has been struggling. It's not enough cav archers to fight this back. Not yet. Oh, he's trying to mass them up, but behind this, Yo is coming forward with another castle. Imperial Age on the way for Liereyy. Tries to micro these down. He's got to watch out for those charge attacks, though. They're coming in. He's found himself a nice little choke point to sit in, but Yo is just kind of sitting here, spamming Castilier. He's got 23 now. Incredible amount of production. And that's the 3rd production building for him, as he's about to click up to Imperial Age himself. There he comes in. Can he kill enough villagers? He could deny this castle without any Castilier distracting him, I think. Can he? No. Cannot. And these guys are still looking for a way in, and Liereyy is losing more eco up here. This looks really bad for the kid. Really bad for Liereyy. Still no ballistics, and he calls the GG, and Yo just boom into Castilier, and you're golden. Anyone think Castilier need a cost increase? Yeah, they need something, but they're getting nerfed in the user preview. If you saw that, they're losing some of their charge, right? At least I thought so. But yeah, that's really, really strong. Feels like Liereyy should have added... He should have gone with the range and an extra range and a ballistics in favor of more eco, but he was in a really rough spot, right? Couldn't really apply any pressure to Yo, where he was trying to, but he couldn't get in. And then suddenly there's Castilier here, and you feel like you need to have equal eco. Unfortunately for him, he just didn't have enough crossbow, didn't have enough cav archers, and he got overwhelmed.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity
Okay,
tax
KD
break
in
just for
favor of
hanging out
Yo.
with ya.
Resources also in favor of Yo. You can see that food right there. Big difference. Also, the early uptime from Liereyy into building the stable with one villager meant your scouts were on the field. Like, by the time you had your second scout on the field, Yo was basically already fully walled, so it's difficult. Yo, what's up, Adam? How'd poker go last night? Guys, I was playing poker with Spring and them and some viewers from the stream. I was in for 20 bucks. I lost a big pot against Spring, and I was about to buy in again for like 40 or 60 or something. And then Ice Cream invited me to play Apex. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll save my money. I'll go play Apex. I come back like 4 hours later, and people are telling me the pot's at $2,400, and people are buying in for 20 bucks a piece. Musical note. It's a minor F. Yeah, we're back. Don't worry about it. Perfect time for that to happen, too. In between games. Amazing. The pot got up to 3.2k. Nice. Might have to play again sometime. Maybe I could actually win some real money. All right. So that was a win for Yo on Ravines. And what civ did he use? Burgundians, his first civ pick. And Liereyy used Tatars. So we go into game 2. Letterkenny never fails to make me chuckle. Yeah, man, it's a funny show. God, it's some of the writing in that show is so good. Just the very first scene of the first season of the first episode. Beautiful. You want a $900 hand? Yeah, dude. High roller. Yo, Adam, thanks for the 3 months, dude. And Chief Phenomenally. Thank you for the 4 months. All right, so we go into Arabia. We're on to Arabia here, and Liereyy is playing as Saracens, and Yo is playing as Cumans. Now, I think the meta now for Cumans is not to go straight into the second TC boom. I think the meta is to go into either usually stable, sometimes stable and then archer range, and then you add the second TC while you're pressuring your opponent. It's going to be difficult against Saracens, though, and Liereyy has a beautiful map. Honestly, Leary's got a fantastic map. He can wall back here, can wall to the TC, wall right here, and he's got gold. He's got his main gold safe, and his wood line's pretty safe as Saracens. So the Cumans are going to have to do a whole lot here to prevent that early Castle Age time coming in from Saracens and screwing them up. Really, if Liereyy gets a forward position with crossbow mass, Yo could be in trouble. Yo could be in trouble. Is it just me, or is the map very little wood? There's not a whole lot of wood in the center here or on this side, but you can see there's like a bunch of clumps over here. So it's kind of interesting how they've spawned, but Liereyy has 2 wood lines, Yo has 2 wood lines, 3 wood lines.
Send it, brother.
And Leary's 3rd wood line is not too far away either, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Yo, Exocep, thank you for the gifts at the ACCM, my boy. Big. This is deep ACCM territory here, folks. That's right. Friend of the stream. Can you show the draft? Yeah, I show it in between games. Show it in between games. Yo, Nargan. Thank you for the 7 months as well. And you can see Liereyy already starting to wall up here. So he's going to wall in front to the TC, wall here, and then wall back here. Likely with a house right there. Or a palisade on that side. And he's going to be fine. And he's Saracens with a main gold back here. I mean, he's laughing. He's also pushed in deer already. I don't know if he pushed in 2 deer. I don't know how many were on that patch. And he's going to explore his enemy. He actually might find Yo's llamas. No, Yo's going to find those first. Will he? -2 llamas? It's a big deal. Humans, you need as much food as you possibly can get. See if Liereyy runs into the TC. No, he finds the gold. He knows it's forward. That's going to be really unfortunate for Yo. Yo's base is not as easily walled as Lierey's, but he could place a TC on that gold. He could place a second TC on that gold to secure it early if he wanted to. You can also wall back here and wall back here. It's a pretty nice map as well. Okay, Lierey's gonna go up. 19 population. No, he gets loom and then adds another villager. Interesting. Why? I guess his build was a little bit scuffed. Now he goes up. Okay. And there's the 20 pop uptime from Mr. Yo after he gets loom. Now, I wonder how Yo chooses to play against this. Can you justify going for that second TC? Because you know the Saracens are going to be up quickly. So you want to get your eco rolling? Or do you want to stall out the early pressure from your opponent? The early archer pressure with some military. And it looks like he's going for the military approach. He's not going for that second TC approach. And to be fair, he was up a little bit late to go for that anyway. So he'll be adding in stable, it looks like, to go for scouts. Scouts aren't going to be able to do anything against this. Has he scouted Lierey's map yet? He hasn't. Oh, God. Now he's going to come forward and he's going to be like, this isn't good. My scouts aren't going to be able to do anything. It's kind of a wasted investment. The one thing they will be able to do is stop the archers from pressuring, at least. Especially with that forward gold there. Is he not going scouts? He's going for archers. Interesting. Okay. Okay, here we go. Subverting expectations. Archer range there. 2 on gold now. And, oh no! 3 llamas taken by Liereyy. What a great start. And he's going to come back and kill them. Bop. And there's another llama there. There's a llama here. Bop. And this one was heading back to Lierey's base. I like that. I like that. Yo probably didn't click it back. Liereyy probably clicked that, and when it got converted, it continued to go towards Lierey's base, but that was its only escape. That was its only escape plan there. You head towards the enemy. They'll never expect it as a little hill battle comes in here. And Liereyy, ooh, unfortunate there for him. One click too many there. And Yo gets a couple downhill hits on him, even though Liereyy was initially in the lead. And Yo will have the scout. He's going to come forward. He's finally going to see what's up at Lierey's base, see the TC, and see that wall's here. Also doesn't spot the forward gold. He'll probably explore on this side, see if there's anything he can hit over there. The answer, though, is that there isn't anything he can hit over there. Maybe harass the woodline a little bit, and that's all. Should sheep and llamas take multiple hits to die to scouts? No, I think cows and water buffaloes do. They take 2 hits. But sheep and llamas, I don't think that's necessary. I like that mechanic. Stream goes down for 1 second, just refresh. I've tried a bunch of stuff. None of it's worked so far. I'm gonna keep trying stuff to fix it, but I don't know. I've had like 10 people reach out and ask me if I'm streaming on Wi-Fi. Who streams on Wi-Fi? Who does that? What kind of absolute maniac streams on Wi-Fi?
Fuck up or I'll take it to Twitter.
Hi Dave. It's almost year now.
All right, market going up for Liereyy. You can sell the stone, buy the food. Are you streaming on Wi-Fi? No, I'm good. Maybe that would work better? No. Because my Wi-Fi goes down. I notice it too. It's not just my computer. I notice it as well with when I'm on my phone. It'll pop to my data for a second, and then the Wi-Fi will come back up again. No, Crymat. It wouldn't. My phone wouldn't have that issue as well if it was the Ethernet cable. And I've tried multiple Ethernet cables. Is your fridge between you and your router? No, my router is literally 2 feet away from me right now. Are you on Bell or Rogers? Rogers. All right, Castle Age on the way. Second TC is coming down from Yo. Castle Age just click before that second TC goes up from Yo. And this is going to be really rough for him. He does have military forward, but Liereyy has now cleared the archers. That is 3 archers in exchange for 1. And we have the skirmishers chasing after. Yo, already with the +1 armor, which is impressive. But Liereyy is just building up his archer mass.
One small dono for faster Canadian Wi-Fi.
Dude, I have the fastest I can possibly get at this place. I've paid for the fastest connection I can get here. And I can only go through one company. I only have the option to buy through one company. So if you tell me to switch, it doesn't work. I can't. Happens for like it happens like 3 or 4 times, and then it'll stop for a few hours. So we should be good. We should be good theoretically. Fastest consumer line or business line? Oh, I'm not getting a business account. You know how much they charge businesses? Oh my god. Try Starlink. Maybe. All right, Castle Age is in now from Liereyy, and the villager lead is 12 for Mr. Yo, but Yo is nowhere near Castle Age. Remember, these are Saracen, soon to be Saracen crossbows. Oh, I know, guys. I know it's not that big of a deal, but it's annoying, right? I realize it's annoying, and I apologize. It is very annoying, and it's annoying to me to see that the bitrate go down into 0 for like 1 second and then come back up, and to see all the Fs and stuff. It's really frustrating because I'm trying a bunch of different stuff and nothing's working. All right, Mangonel coming out from Liereyy. It's only skirmishers here from Yo, so he can't even kill the Vil, let alone deal with the Mangonel. And he still can't provide any pressure on Lierey's base because Liereyy has such a nice setup here. Lierey's now going for extra farms. Should add a university soon for ballistics. And he's going to be pressuring Yo's side. You can see that Yo is stalled out villager production here. I don't know if he's planning on going up to Castle Age and he's deliberately idling his TCs, or he's just really busy with the fight. I don't think you should be idling them just to get up to Castle Age, though. I feel like if you idle your TCs too much, your opponent's going to catch up on villagers. Attack round. Lierey's really trying to deal with this. Just go forward, my dude. Okay, now he's coming. And Yo was indeed idling. He was idling. He now sells his wood. He buys some food, and he's on the way up to Castle Age on this TC. Not this TC. He knows this one might die. Uses that one for wheelbarrow. Okay. And here come those Saracen crossbows. And they are doing damage to that TC. And there's 2 Mangonels coming. And Lierey's probably just going to try and kill this thing. I think that would be a wise plan. Just try and kill this. Skirmishers from Yo continuing to be annoying, though. And that's the repair villager here. Yo's going to try and clear this. Lierey's going to try and save it. And Yo even splits around the mangonel from behind. But you can't split around that. No, sir. Okay, Liereyy. Dude, the skirmishers don't matter anymore. Just go after this stuff. He adds a second TC now. 41 vills for Liereyy. 52 for Mr. Yo. Wheelbarrow is complete. Not denied. And the villager goes down to that skirmisher. Oh my goodness. No repair villa here from Liereyy. He should send another one forward. I think he might be coming forward soon. Your time has come, my friend. This is a much better position for Liereyy. Like, you might be looking at this and going, but the eco... 18 crossbows with 4 mangonels up on a hill attacking your second TC. You're going to need a whole lot of knights, and that's indeed what Yo is going into, but he doesn't even have the eco, really. He can create a couple knights, get a few upgrades, but he's going to have to go for the siege workshop. And he's going to have to repair this TC at the same time, and things are just looking really ugly. There we go. This is, man, I don't know how Yo can figure his way out of this. He's going to have to get the greatest trade of all time with this mangonel. And Liereyy is going to have to not notice these knights coming in. Lierey's still without ballistics. He goes for another town center? Really? Interesting. Knights are coming over. They're going to try and find damage. And there's opportunities here if Liereyy doesn't notice. He actually is researching Town Watch currently. So he should be able to see these red dots come in. That'll give him a little bit more time. And the knights are looping around this way too. Yo is doing the right things. He knows he can't engage against this army. This is an incredibly strong army from Liereyy up on this hill at the front of his base. And it's going to wipe all these buildings. He knows he can't really fight that. He's looking to pick at the edges. And the knights are coming in here. Liereyy, does he see this? He does not. Those could be annoying. Those could be very annoying. Oh my god, Liereyy. Oh no, old Liereyy would notice this right away. And that's going to be dead vills. And he still hasn't noticed. Now he sees. And he's going to wall this stuff off. 3 dead vills though. 3 dead vills and all this distraction. Villager count. 9 villagers ahead still from Yo. Yo micros down that mangonel. Lierey's struggling a little bit. And Yo micros down another mangonel, dude. That was actually a decent trade. It's not going to be enough for Yo to get out of this predicament, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And now Liereyy is cut off of gold, so he needs to go to gold somewhere else. Where is he going? He's going out here. And you can see the struggle. You can see the struggle for him. Maybe even monks back here would be good to just defend against this. He's gone for some crossbows, and now he's going to garrison that TC. And Yo not really paying attention to these knights is going to lose that guy for free. But Liereyy is still with lots of idle villagers. 21 idols. He's got idols over here. He had some idols over here. He's going for a monastery now. Pulling the villagers back. Loses another one. So with all of this forward pressure... all of the desperate defense from Yo, the eco KD is still 6-1 in favor of Yo. Liereyy just needs to wall. Yeah, just wall in front here. True. Don't leave it open on your TC. Also, take care of your idols. Make sure Yo doesn't get any good trades. Just a few things, you know, just a few things you need to do. Liereyy is ahead on vills now. Ahead on vills and ahead on eco upgrades. But Yo has enough for a castle. Can Kipjack save him? Oh my god, can they save him? It's actually a position where you might even want to consider a YOLO forward castle from Yo. I feel like if you know where the army is, you can come forward here maybe. Lierey's switching into double stables. And he's heading back now. Still no ballistics. 2 games in a row, no ballistics. Please no kippies. Yeah. And look, he just continues to leave it open, dude. And now he's going for Saracen Knights. Why is it still open here? Wall him in, 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 wall... Sorry, it was on a loop. He could have on Garrison Naval and walled this. And all the knights would have been stuck. Why not camels? That's what I'm asking. Okay, he's added 2 camels now. What the? Where did this come from? Hold on a second. Where the hell did that mangonel come from? That's probably the same thing Lierey's asking. What the hell? It went on a journey? Obviously. Clearly it did. And look, the last mangonel is going to be cleared here. And Yo has managed to defend. I feel like Liereyy was not aggressive enough. He could have prevented all the raids with walls. He could have gone University Ballistics instead of that 3rd TC. And you think he would have been in a much better position. But he's not feeling as confident as his old self, you know? And Yo is playing really, really well at the moment. This is like peak Yo. Remember, he 5-0'd Tato in RMS Cup 2. He won the Resurgence as well. I believe, did he win only Land Cup? I feel like he did, right? Did he? Who won only Land Cup? I can't remember. Hera won that. So. Only bands. He won only bands. That's right. Kipjaks are over here. Big. Huge. Look at this. Look at how good this unit is. Oh my god. 60 HP. Holy. 4 attack, folks. 4 attack, though. 4 attack, guys. Don't sleep on it. Dude, I can't believe Liereyy is in this position. That felt like a position where you should just win from. Felt like he respected the skirms behind him way too much. He had a window there to do damage to Yo, and he respected the skirms. Never respect the skirms. That's right. Always show them disrespect. If you're in Castle Age and they're feudal skirms and they're behind you, who cares? +2 armor. Forging in for these knights. So they're going to be beating those camels. Also more knights there. And Yo is now going for a castle in this spot. And Liereyy is playing so passive. And there's Ballistics right now. Still building up though. Is going for a castle of his own. Could chop this tree and put it on that hill. Which is probably what he's going to do right now. Kipchaks are here from Yo, however, and Yo is going to be blocking this out for the time being. Liereyy needs to dive with his camels. Also, crossbows coming back across. Did he see this castle here? He did not, so he has no idea about that. And Yo knows exactly what Liereyy wants to do. Good shot there from the Mangonel on the Kipchaks. Kipchaks are very weak, but Yo is just delaying in time for this castle to go up. Liereyy will be able to go up to Imperial Age fairly soon, but so will Yo. Lierey's now going to sell and go up to Imp before Yo. Yo is going to make his way up to Imperial as well. Villager count still incredibly even. Liereyy will have defender's advantage on this forward castle position from Yo, however. But Yo will have the opportunity to set his trebs up on this hill, which I think gets hill priority over this one. Liereyy doesn't really have that. He's got a tiny little hill here. Liereyy will have the... Liereyy has the option to go into bombard cannons, however. So if it comes down to a treb war, he should be good. Liereyy going heavy camel? Maybe. Maybe. What do humans do against Mameluke? What do they actually do against Mameluke? Lose? Yeah, that's what it feels like, doesn't it? SO? I don't know. SO in a 1v1. Obviously Kipchaks. Okay. Skirms don't really have the bonus damage against Mamluks. Even if Skirms did have the bonus damage against Mamluks, once they're elite, still shred. Absolutely destroy. Mass Halbs SO. Okay, what do you do when Liereyy has 2 bombard cannons to snipe the SO? Or just even snipes him with the Mamluks? He's going light cap. I think that's smart. For the raids, he's going crossbow bracer, obviously, because he has that giant mass. He's bringing in a relic, too. First relic of the game. As his siege workshop is going to fall, and trebuchets are already on the way from both players. However, this position here from Yo is really, really tough for him to hold. Mamluks are just as good as Frank Axemen. What? Mamluks are so much better than Axemen. Axemen are cooler. They look cooler, for sure. I mean, they're hurling an axe. Does Saracen Archer bonus apply to Siege as well? No. Only buildings. Nice hit there from Yo. He is sitting up on this hill. And Lierey's going to go repair the trebs. And that was almost a second hit there from Yo. The accuracy on this guy. 3 trebs from Yo. However, this castle is... I mean, it's so close to death. And the Kipchaks can never engage here against the trebs because there's so many Arbalists behind. So naturally, Yo is going to try and make his way over to the left side. And he's going to find it. The castle being built at the perfect moment there if he sends his Kipchaks over. But now he sends them back. Oh, man. Now Yo's being the hesitant one. As he goes for step husbandry here. Wants to be able to spam those Hussar. Has 48 farms, so his feed eco is looking pretty good. But Lierey's got a lot of resources in the bank. And Liereyy is now diving. And Kipchaks are going to fold. Once Liereyy stops attacking the trebs. But he's fine with this. Just push this away. Kill the trebs. That's a big investment from Yo with the forward castle and the trebuchets. And he's going to start the push back across into Yo's economy once more. With 3 trebs supporting his Arbalest army. He's also got a castle over here to secure this area. And it looks like Liereyy has kind of gotten himself into the position he wanted to be in. It's tough to make these transitions with Saracens, but he's got the Arbalest mass still alive with the trebs supporting him. And he's got the light cav research in with the final armor upgrade too. So once he gets Hussar, can have that in front of his range units. And then he can start to think about another tech switch if he wants to go that route. Step husband, what are you doing? Indeed. Hussar coming around from Yo. Crop rotation coming in too. Big. Okay, Liereyy, you need to do something about the raids from this side, though. It's not locked down over there. You've got a castle on this side. That's fine. You're going to deal with the raids over here. You got to do something about these. Otherwise, you're going to start bleeding villagers. It's the second time this game Yo has done this. With forward pressure on his front, he's picking away at Lierey's eco, but now he's Omega Housed. And he gets another castle up, but just in time to keep his production rolling. Four trebs here. Arbalest to support. Lierey's doing the right thing. Lierey's doing the right thing. As long as he can prevent significant damage from coming in on this side, he can just sit here with his trebs, Hussar in front, Arbalest on the hill, clear up all of Yo's buildings. He should be fine. Imagine being a unique unit with the range upgrades and still, if the Hussar just sat there, they would have killed that and still dying to Hussar. Lol. Liereyy finally clearing this stuff up at the back, going into heavy camel as well. And raiding over on this side. And I think Yo's dead. I think he's dead. He's housed again. He's at 182 pop. Like, they're really even in pop right now. But Yo just doesn't have any answers to what Liereyy is doing. Especially to these trebs. He can't clear it up. And Lierey's going to send all this stuff that was working away on the Hussars in his base back over to the front. It's going to give him a little bit more meat shield to sit in front of the trebs and the arbalists. And, well, I mean, Yo has a lot of army. Maybe he can clear this. Maybe. Probably not. If Liereyy sends like half his army to the side and leaves these arbalists exposed, maybe he can do something, but the heavy camels are there. And yeah, this should be done now. Good night, moon. Good night, sun. Good night, Hussars. Good night, Yo. Famous children's novel. Yo says good night. And that's 1-1. Don't Yo Megalol. Do not Yo Megalol. Okay? That is one player you can't Yo Megalol. Okay? It's not fair. My man is on a heater right now. Good KD for Liereyy. Well played. I think he made some mistakes there. I think that third TC over here, I mean, he was trying to secure the gold, sure, but number one, if you're going forward like this and your opponent's going into knights, I mean, just regardless, if you have a gap to the TC, that works in Feudal Age when you're only looking at your TC. As soon as you're in late Feudal Age or you're forward or your attention's elsewhere, just wall it off. You know? Just wall it off. Also, ballistics early is nice. And don't respect the skirms. Don't respect the skirms. But he got himself into such a good position early that even when Yo came back and did some damage, he was still fine. And he never really lost the crossbow mass. How many kills do these have? 44. Can't tell you how many times I've seen players burned by not walling the front of their TC. The worst offender of that, the worst offender, the guy who should know to wall in front of his TC is Doubt. Oh my God, the amount of times I've seen Doubt lose games because he's left a gap and people just run under his TC. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. You feel like if anyone, you know, would wall it just in case, it would be him. Okay, so we start on the next game here, and we mark this down. Arabia is a win for Liereyy. That was one of his home maps. We also get Saracen's win and a loss for Cumans. Humans feels like such an out-of-place pick for this map draft. They're not bad on Arabia if you play that military into TC approach. I think their matchup against Saracens is really tough, though. Because you're playing as a civ that's going to hang out in Feudal Age, and you're up against a civ that is likely the fastest to Castle Age. So it's a really difficult matchup. We go into Golden Swamp. Berbers for Yo, Liereyy with Britons. This is the playoffs of T90's Titan League. T90 Titans League. T90's Titans League. Titans T90's League. T90's Titans League. T90 Titans League. That's right. Berbers against Britons. Britons T90 loves on this map. He loves the Britons. He loves them. He thinks they're really good. I think they're good as long as your opponent doesn't scout the water. And you know what? To be fair, a lot of the times people aren't scouting the water. But I think that's the one key. A lot of times when players are matching up against Britons, they win the water and they have full control of the water. And they're keeping their ships all in one place. They're not scouting the shoreline for those sneak docks. Ideally, if you're up against Britons, you want to force them, as we see Yo now laming the water buffalo from Liereyy, and Liereyy is splitting them all over the place trying to save these. You want to force the Britons to make a castle so they can build their docks. You don't want them to get away with docks for free. You're going to force them into a castle. And preferably a castle further back to support another castle to then get the dock foundations. Because usually they win or they lose the water early, and then they have to take it back when they're going up to Imp. But oh well, we'll see what Liereyy can do with it. Berbers are really good, I think, on this map. Faster villager walking time, faster fishing ships as well. Faster ships in general. So you can contest the water better. And lots of unit options to go for, especially if you're going for the raids and early Castle Age. What do we think about Genitors against Britons? What do we think about them? Yay or nay? Feels like nay. I don't think about them. What, you don't? You don't sit at home alone? Waiting by the phone? Wanting a Genitor of your own? I guess not. Okay. Interesting house situation here from Liereyy. Some low walls going on over on this side, but he's got it sorted out, and he already has the fishing ship out, and it looks like he's hanging around the dock for Mr. Yo as well. This is an ideal setup here from Liereyy. Look at the way he's placed this dock. This fishing ship, I don't believe, can be harassed by a scout. The scout can't get around the front of the dock, and he can just take that deep fish for free. Meanwhile, Yo's fish, I mean, Liereyy can harass that whenever it comes back to the dock foundation, but it looks like Yo is now chasing Liereyy away, and who's going to get the first hit here? Leary's probably going to turn around and doink. Oh, it's really tense here. Oh my god, it's so tense. Who's going to get the second doink? Yo got two! Yo got two hits there! Yo got two hits there. Absolutely tragic for Liereyy. Game over. GG. Let's go next. As he's on the way to Feudal Age. Yo is getting Loom, and Yo is about to be on the way to Feudal Age as well. And Liereyy has found that water buffalo. And now Yo has found the water buffalo. Okay. 2 hits equals POG content. That's right. So Liereyy will contest water, I believe. And maybe make 1 archer range and start building up the archers. Like I said, really good spot for him to fish from. Not only is the efficiency as insane. I mean, look at the percentage. 99.8. But I thought that Yo couldn't hit those. I guess he can. And he gets another hit. Leary's like, where am I safe? I'm safe over here. Leary's waiting for Feudal Age. And now he's going to dive right now as he goes for the second dock. So he is indeed contesting water. Is it going to be a galley approach from Liereyy? No, it's going to be a fire galley approach instead. He's going to win this fight against the scout because he's in Feudal Age faster than Yo. Although Yo has a villager involved, so it's kind of dangerous for him. And now Yo is Feudal Age, and Yo wins the scout war. The villagers, though, are still left alive. Liereyy has to respect that, and he backs away a little bit as Yo gets the first hit there. And Yo is going into fire galleys as well. His ships are faster, which should help him. So Liereyy goes for the third dock now. Both players with 3 fishing ships at the moment. Leary's have been more efficient to date. But now he's going to even out a little bit with Mr. Yo. And let's take a look at the resources gathered. I feel like it's going to be more for Liereyy. Yeah, just because of those fishing ships being more efficient. But look at the amount of water buffaloes left over for Yo. 5 water buffaloes left over. So he's got easy food eco underneath his TC. Leary's going to have to make a transition at some point. Still has the berries there. That costs wood to make the mill, right? You need the wood. You need the wood for the water battle, and the demo's coming out, and that's a Deadville and a dead fire galley. Oh, that's tragic. Absolutely tragic for Liereyy. Up to feudal age faster, and right now it looks like he's still going to lose the water battle. Although he is pressuring quite a bit, and he has a demo of his own. Maybe he can kill this villager. I think killing the villager is the most important thing here. It's adding so much value to this fight. I think demoing a villager is always worth in these little water battles. Even if you don't get collateral on the fire galleys, it's always worth. Not only do they lose a vill, but they lose the repairing ability. And Lierey's not going to go for it. He's going to leave that villager out there. Interesting. And he just uses against a fire galley. I don't know. There's literally nothing more insulting than calling me a graphic designer. This is the same guy that compared himself to Jesus earlier, by the way. I don't know what complex you have, Casaro, but I know you have a complex. I just don't know what it's called. Maybe they haven't come up with a name for it yet. Liereyy loses another villager. My mom always told me I was a very complex person. Okay. This is horrible for Liereyy. He does have a lot of food in the bank. At least there's that. He's got a demo raft coming out now. 1 for 1 on the demo rafts. That's not the trade that Liereyy wanted. Yo still has the fishing ships. Yo still has water buffalo underneath here. Lierey's just hard onto berries at the moment. And this is horrible for him. Honestly. He's down 2 villagers. He's basically down all of his fishing ships from before. And now he's going to loop around and try and get Yos, but this fire galley is going to be killed before he can get any of that stuff. $14 to 6 KD in a fire galley war is insane. Well, I mean, there is the fishing ships as well in the other 2 vills. I think Liereyy didn't play that super well. Yo, also with that great demo over here. We can't forget about that. And he goes through the barracks. He's going to go for an archer range. And he's taking the deer, which is a very Liereyy thing to do. It doesn't matter what map it is. This point in Feudal Age, he usually comes out with 3 or 4 villagers and takes the deer, which is going to give him some food. A little bit of a food boost. And now he on garrisons. And Lierey's got the momentum on water suddenly. This villager is still repairing, bro. Kill it with fire, literally and figuratively. Is it going to go down? Roasted Ville. There we go. It's dead. It's dead. That's 1 villager dead for Mr. Yo. Lierey's going for a demo. A demo. Pull him back. Bait him in. Boom! I mean, it was all right. It wasn't great, but it was all right. The best you could get at the time. And there we go. Clears up 2 fire galleys because of it, but then gets demoed himself. And there's another vill. More walls on this side. Yo's about to click up. Yo is still working on the water buffalo. And he's got deer over here he can kill as well. Big. Stealing those water buffalo early. Really, really nice from Mr. Yo. Lierey's out of berries. Liereyy is almost out of deer now. Liereyy has to go into farms, which he can't really afford. Or a market, which he also can't afford to get up to Castle Age. He's in a really rough spot. And Yo's already up. And Yo is already fully walled. And Liereyy looks at his... So, it's not even the water here. The water plays a factor. But I think if you were to ask him, he looked at his food eco and just thought, even if I bring these villagers back, I might barely have enough to click up to Castle Age. With all of these vills. Let's take a look. 180. So he would have barely have enough to click up. You'd have like a 10 food surplus. And then what? You have no food eco whatsoever. You need the wood to maybe contest water, or you need the wood to build farms. You can't do both. And you need to be producing land army. You can't do that either. Good stuff from Yo. Really, really good stuff. I feel like Liereyy just misplayed that a little bit. Although he was lacking the water buffalo, which Yo had. But still, the water battle, I don't know. How did the first two games go? First game, really impressive showing from Yo. Second game, looked pretty impressive from Liereyy. Also impressive hold from Yo in the second game. And then this game was this is the worst of the bunch, for sure. Interesting that Yo picked Berbers there, not Lithuanians. He couldn't do castle. He was missing one building. Oh, and there's that. Oh my god. He didn't even have the wood eco for that. No, he had just dropped a blacksmith. He had just dropped a blacksmith foundation. So he could have been up, but it would have been... Oh god, it would have been tough. Liereyy knows when it's over. And it was over. Lithuanians for Jungle Swamp? Maybe. Jungle Swamp, Golden Swamp. Yo loves the swamp. He loves it. He's a swamper.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Serengeti. Celts against Byzantines. Okay. Celts against Byzantines. Interesting. So I think the last time I watched Liereyy, I was casting with MBL, and he played Celts on this map. Was it Liereyy or was it someone else? I can't remember. But it was Serengeti, and it was a Celts pick. It was him? Yeah, and Liereyy went for, I believe it was a Drush. No, it was Men-at-Arms into Archers, which is standard, you know, for Celts. And then he went crossbow, siege, and castle age. Had a really good forward position, but couldn't carry it out. Is Serengeti just Arabia with weird trees? Well, you have to push in a lot of these zebra and ostrich because you only have one rhino. Also, it's very open, right? It's a lot more open. But yeah, it's basically just kind of an Arabia clone with a few minor differences. Has anyone watched the Serengeti documentary from BBC? Dude, I've watched every documentary. I've had problems falling asleep for years, and the only solution, or not, it's not a solution to help me sleep, it's a solution to keep my mind occupied while I'm trying to fall asleep, is to listen to documentaries. That's what I do. Documentaries, podcasts. And I started that like 10 years ago. So imagine the portfolio. Take pills? No, it doesn't work. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The pills that do work have really bad side effects. And they make me feel terrible when I wake up. But stuff like melatonin has no effect on me. I watched 2.5 Men episode. Ew. Ugh. Lars be watching 2.5 Men episodes? Well, I guess it would help you sleep. But like, that's a pretty extreme measure. This is Lars, the guy who constantly chirps me for liking Queen. For liking Queen's music. And he's voluntarily telling us that he has watched 2.5 Men, every episode of 2.5 Men, 50 plus times. That's right. This is a real human. This is a real human telling us that he has watched every episode of 2.5 Men 50 plus times. This is not a drill, and it's not a robot. Are you actually? It might be a bot. Okay. Militia coming out. Drush for Liereyy. Is it going to be 2? Did gather some extra gold. Or no, he didn't. He didn't gather any extra gold. So it's only going to be 2. It's not going to be 3. And he's going to be harassing these berries. Let's take a look at what Liereyy can see. You can see the berries here. Also sees that scout. He sees the lion chasing after him. He's going to find a goat there. 2 goats. Very useful. The lion's going to be extremely annoying. And I think he's going to win this scout fight. I'll get my cursor back in a minute here. Every time I alt-tab, it gives me a mouse cursor instead of the fancy Age of Empires 2 cursor in-game. And he'll be in. And I don't think he'll be able to do damage to Yo. Yo just simply goes for the small walls around here. Liereyy runs into the TC. Oh, no, bro. Not like this. Not what you wanted. He splits away from that final shot, which is great. And he's found 2 more. Okay. He's found 2 more goats. He's killed Yo's scout. And now he's going to force out some quick walls and some idle time. Actually, not the worst thing in the world, now that I think about it. It's not the worst thing in the world, because we can look at Yo's Foodico right now, and he's got 2 goats and 2 vills on berries, and that's it. Finding those goats is just a byproduct of being generally aggressive early, right? So I guess you can attribute that to the 2 militia drush, but that's indirect damage. Directly, they haven't really done anything. They've run into the TC, and they've killed a lion. That's it. And now they're exploring over on this side, and Lierey's exploring over here with his scout. That's a wonderful lumber camp that Yo has placed here. These trees have a lot of wood on them. 200 wood on these baobabs. Baobab? Baobab trees? Baobab? We'll just call him Bob. Does it qualify for a jungle camp? No, that's not a jungle though. Baobab, that's like a savanna camp. Another militia. So he's doing this Sato thing. Liereyy is doing this Sato. He's gone for the 2 militia drush, right? And then he goes up to Feudal Age, and on his way up, he adds a bunch more militia, and then he's going to upgrade them to men-at-arms. And he's seen all this exposed shit over here. Yo is not walled it off because he's not worried about the 2 militia. And now he's going to get the men-at-arms upgrade. So it's going to be 5 men-at-arms over on this side. Yo didn't wall off because he wasn't worried about that. Yo is going to assume that Liereyy is going into some archer range or something like that, which he is. But he's added militia along the way. So it's going to be very, very dangerous for Yo. This is bad. Yo sees that. Byzantines. Lol. Free Town Watch. Free Town Watch just saved his life, honestly. Byzantines just saved his life. Free Town Watch, dude. Lierey's going to block with this men-at-arms. And he gets it. Celts, extremely quick. Able to block that archer. Yo is now trying to gather the food from this side. Remember, we said his food eco was dire after he lost those 4 goats. And he's going to eventually get out here as Liereyy pulls these back. Archer numbers now up to 3 for Mr. Yo. We've got skirmishers being added in from Liereyy, and skirms can clear up the archers. Men-at-arms can work away at everything else. So this is looking very, very nice for Liereyy, although he is idling his TC quite a bit now as he tries to get his food eco sorted. Has the first wood upgrade. Yo has the first farm upgrade. Needed to get that sorted out. Does not have the first wood upgrade yet, though. Celts will have generally a better economy as well because they get the faster wood chopping. Lierey's discovered the lumber camp. And it's double gate. Double gate from Yo as he tries to save the skirmisher, which he's going to. And Liereyy goes for the archer armor now. But it's a lot of investment in defense here from Mr. Yo. Liereyy has not been harassed at all. And Liereyy is going to continue pressuring Yo as he comes forward with these skirms trying to snipe the archers. Almost gets it. Close. Yo has to stay at home. I don't think there's any opportunities for a counterattack here. It's simply because these men-at-arms are here. And these men-at-arms are going to be adding so much value for Liereyy. And Yo now loses an archer. He's got a lot of skirmishers, but now he's losing skirms. Archer armor is almost in for Liereyy. This is really good from him. Really, really good. Liereyy is probably the best player in the game when he's on at using small amounts of military to just completely disrupt his opponent's eco. And that's what's happening right now. Dude, it's 7-2 KD right now. Yo is just on the struggle bus, and Yo's going to lose this skirm too. Yep. 8-2. Liereyy will start working away on this gate. I think you can just work away on this gate. I don't think you need to run through there. Just work away on the gate. Villagers are going to have to repair or abandon this area. Steady loops around, and he's going to be harassing this wood line with the skirmishers. Still no opportunity, really, for Yo to go forward. He's got 1 archer and 3 skirmishers. 34 vills. We look at the army from Liereyy. 10 skirms, 4 men-at-arms. He's going for the infantry armor upgrade. Yo, what? He's going to get the armor on these men-at-arms, and he's adding more. My man is balls out right now. Yeah, you got to cancel that. Yeah, okay. He cancels that, and he cancels them. He comes over here, sees the tower, sees the walls, and says, yeah, I'm going to keep my balls tucked inside now. Not keeping them out anymore. That's right. That's right. Who knew? Celts can outpop Byzantines with skirmisher numbers. Who knew? Well, apparently Liereyy knew. KD is now 14-3, by the way. He's only managed to kill 1 villager. But he's on the way to Castle Age, and Yo is super down bad. Incredible play from Liereyy, and he goes into double stable now to support this. Eco at home, completely safe. I feel like it's amazing that Yo is still alive right now. Even with just men-at-arms skirm on the field from Liereyy, but Liereyy is going to definitely kill him when he reaches Castle Age. Incredible performance, and we're going to a game 5 here. I don't think there's any way that Yo comes back from this. No, sir. KD is 14-4. Scrims have 10 kills. Where did the 1 villager kill happen? Does Skirms kill a vill? I don't remember. I'm down 100k today. Oh. Okay, that's a decent amount of Skirms now from Yo. But unfortunately for him, there's going to be Knights. Celt Knights do not get Bloodlines, but still, they're Knights against Skirms. And Lierey's already gotten that first armor upgrade. He's now trying to come behind with the men-at-arms. These are faster because of Celts. Yo is still struggling to kill all the skirms, but he's done a decent job now. And he's evened out that KD just a little bit as it's 17-12 now. And Castle Age comes in from Liereyy. He should be sending vills forward for a siege workshop. There's a villager right there. I think you can just finish Yo off. Right now, Yo tries to buy his way up to Castle Age. Maybe if Yo stays safe until he's in Castle Age, he can pull it back with some Camel Monk, Pikeman kind of deal. It's on stone right now. Maybe he can get a castle. It seems incredibly unlikely, though. And the Skirm army is just going to be killed by the Knights for free. Second armor upgrade coming in for the Knights. Still wide open at the back here from Yo. Even if he goes for towers and defense, the +2 knights can just run right under those. He's gone for spearmen. That's good. Liereyy still has some of his skirms alive. Lierey's going for monks now, and he pulls the weak one back. Heal up at the monastery. Where's the siege workshop? I thought I saw Liereyy sending a villager forward, but I guess that was just to make that monastery. Doesn't have a siege workshop yet. He's going to find a hole in Yo's eco. Needs to pull this weak knight back, but now he's going to encounter the army and leaves. Doesn't do any eco damage in the first stages of Castle Age. And he's actually behind in villagers still. However, his position is really, really good. Really, really good. Harrow would already be healing these knights right now, especially this knight, but Liereyy is just going in. Just going in. Incredible defense so far from Yo. Got the spearman numbers up to a good amount. Kept his skirmishers alive. Lierey's now going to engage against those spears and loses that knight that would have been healed up by another AM player. Loses some more of these, but the knights are +2, and now the knights are in on the wood line. And the knights are killing the skirmishers. Camels coming out here from Yo is going to lose some villagers. Liereyy didn't kill any of those. Only 2 villager kills so far for Liereyy. What is happening here? He's not taking advantage of his positions. He's going to be able to save this knight. Just takes the fight against the spearman and then falls back to this area. And he's still running around. Dude, just, it's too many clicks, I think. It's too many clicks. Like, he should just be chilling with these knights and healing them up. But he's too antsy. He just wants to use them at all times. And now there's a castle for Mr. Yo. No second TC yet for Liereyy. Liereyy? That would be their love child. Liereyy. Or Liereyy. That's right. Jerry? Okay, Ram working away. Blacksmith here, and Liereyy is still massing knights. Knights is not the ideal composition long-term for Celts. Dude, imagine if the knights got back here. Imagine, bro. Just imagine. Unfortunately for Liereyy, it's not really possible to sneak your way back there because Yo has town patrol, so he can literally see everything. And now Yo is going to go for a counter raid of his own with the camels. This TC will be up in time, however. And the monks will still be here healing the knights, and now the knights can raid on this side. The camels needed to be at home. Then again, I don't even think the camels can win the fight at home, so it's going to be tough. Feels like you kind of have to try and send them forward. Dude, this way! Don't respect the stop respecting the skirms, bro. It's fine. He's got way too much. He can just clear everything. There we go. There we go. There we go. Camel's trying to find a villager. They might be able to pick one here, but Yo is going to lose a whole bunch. Look at the dead bodies. Now the eco KD is 11-2, and that's exactly where Liereyy needed to hit on that side. He's also got the monks to heal up the knights. Doesn't have the healing rate of Byzantines. He's lost a monk here, and he lost a couple skirmishers. Not the biggest deal, though. And it's actually 2 villagers dying to the camels on this side. I feel like you just have to take a look back here, you know? Take a look. You're pushing against the TC, which isn't the worst when you have monks, knights, and a ram. But there's a castle behind the TC, so you can never dive with your monks. You just got to take a look back here, and that's what he's doing right now. He's going to loop around. He's going to look for more damage on this side. Sanctity coming in now for Liereyy. Farm eco is looking pretty good. He's got more knights back here. Not producing from his TCs currently, though. And he's going for a third town center now. As Yo goes for a third town center of his own. And somehow, Yo is still in this game. It's 10 villagers behind. He does have the better civilization long term. Liereyy can't really engage under here either. With that amount of camels, with the castle protecting, he's going to have to pull Yo into a fight that maybe Yo doesn't want to take. Yo's going to have to hope for some good conversions here, and he gets one knight. Only gets one knight with two monks. Mangonel goes down. Knights engage over here. Second knight, I think, converted for Mr. Yo. After that, and doesn't get any of his camels converted by the monks, but he's still cut off at the back here. It's still a constant distraction for him. And there's more knights raiding from this side too. Lierey's looking for more damage behind this. He will have to make a tech switch at some point, I think, as he dives under the castle and the TC, and the camels aren't here. Yo didn't expect that. Couple villagers dying now. Oh my Lanta. I think Yo realizes this game is going to be tough to win. He might be able to get away with the castle. With this camel number, with only knights from Liereyy, he might be able to get away with the castle. Liereyy is not sending these knights back. Liereyy has no more knights in the queue. Liereyy will see this castle. Liereyy still has knights to send. He still has knights to send. He's busy with this army over here. Send the knights. Send the boys. Chop the tree. Chop the tree, Liereyy. There's one way in. Chop the tree. God damn it. Okay, there's a hole. This castle's going to be denied. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Here's the hole. 2-2. And Yo did an incredible job to hold on there, but Liereyy just got the advantage with the amazing unit control at the front. Adding those men-at-arms as well. While they didn't get direct value, they forced Yo to stay at home with his entire army. And Yo had to respect the skirms in Feudal Age. There wasn't a hole. Liereyy broke a house. Really? He broke a house here. Really? There was a house in between these two houses. Must have been one of those like New York apartments, you know? You get 20 square feet for the low price of $6,000 a month. It was a small house. It was a small house. Yo, Clavers, thanks for the 6 months, man. GFS, thank you for the 14, bro. Look at that KD. Damn, dude. I don't know, man. It feels like Lierey's just missing that killer instinct at the right moments, you know? He's just missing it. It's somewhere. It's yet to be found. It's TBD. But it like, this is what I'm talking about with Liereyy. Even when we're watching his gameplay and we're thinking, man, he could be doing more, he's still 2-2 with Yo. That's how naturally gifted he is. What is this? A building for ants? Great quote. One of my favorite moments from that movie. 100%. Either that or when they were at the gas station shooting each other, having like a fight with the gasoline. And the guy lights up the cigarette. Alright, what were the sibs there?
Let's go vibe.
Majestic, thanks for the 500 bits, bro. Thank you so much, man. A freak gasoline fight accident, yeah. I love it when the guy is lighting up the cigarette and Ben Stiller looks over and he goes from laughing to just, no. Anyone who doesn't know what I'm referencing is Zoolander. Not Zoolander 2. That movie was awful. Or two-lander. Didn't they call it two-lander? Where he had a fat son. Any fat sons in the chat? Any fat sons in the chat? Lithuanians from Yo, Mongols from Liereyy, and we've got jungle swamp here. There's fish in the middle. People often don't contest this though because your fish can be hit by the scout, so it's difficult, right? You add that early, and your fish are just being attacked right away. It's not the greatest. At the back, we got tons of deer, and there's a lot of deer on this map. See, 15k food worth of deer, and Liereyy has Mongols. It's gonna be really, really tough for Yo to counter that, even with Lithuanians. I identify as fat. Good for you. Just got back after game 1. Yeah, it's been a good series. I think the only non-good game here was the Golden Swamp game. So Yo is going to spend his time pushing in these deer. Liereyy is going to do the same, and Lierey's food income is going to be, I mean, we can look at it now. It won't be that big of a difference. It won't be that big of a difference. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. I mean, Yo started with the food so he could go to the wood earlier, and Yo is going to go for a dock on the middle area. Yo is going to go for a dock on the middle area. So Yo is actually taking advantage of this spot. So that's why there was a discrepancy there in the resources gathered. But the food count gathered will only get more and more as the game goes on. Even with the fishing ships, it's not going to make up for the Mongol hunt speed. Mongol hunt speed is just absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yo has to go fish to keep up with the Mongol hunt bonus, right? Yeah. But the fish won't keep up. Latest better than Mangadite? Well, that's like just your opinion, man. So. Dude, Yoshi is so offended that we have a twerking ducky now. What does Yo do to win this match? Well, I think Yo just needs to utilize the hunting pressure, and I think if Yo goes... Or sorry, not Yo. Liereyy needs to utilize that, go for early pressure, and then later on in the game, Mangadite should be good. Yo, if he simply defends that early pressure... It goes into... Does he go into spear, skirm, defense? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think you just need to react to what your opponent is doing. I know that's not generally a good game plan, but in this Civ matchup, I think you need to react and defend. I don't think this is something where the Lithuanians can start dictating the pace of the play. I think that's always going to be in the Mongols' wheelhouse in this matchup on this map. You're just going to have to react to what your opponent's doing and hope to get yourself in a good position. How many relics on this map? So we have 5, I believe, right? Yeah, 5. They're mostly in the middle here. We see 2 over here, 1 on this side of the lake, 1 on this side of the lake, 1 over here. So all within Yo's reach, I would say. How Lithuanian skirms fare versus Mangadite? They're pretty good, but Mangadite are still better. The only good thing about Lithuanian skirms is they get the speed, right? And they get all the upgrades, which is fantastic. And you're trading more cost effectively. But in terms of like pop space efficiency, Mangadite are much better. Oh, +2 armor. That's right. Yeah, you're right, actually. You are right. +2 armor. They still should lose against Magadai, but that makes them better. True. I don't think Yo would like to get into a situation where he's matching up Skirm versus Magadai, though. He probably wants a more valuable unit. Maybe like a little Skirm mass with something else in front. All right. Scouts are on the field. And Liereyy goes in immediately for the dock from Mr. Yo. The problem with Magadai versus Skirm is the mobility of the Magadai. So the Magadai can move around everywhere. Mongols also have things to add in like Hussar or Siege as well. So it's pretty rare that you're going to find an engagement with the Skirms. I thought Mongols start with 200 pop. Oh, you're thinking about AoE 4, my friend. That's also the Huns, yeah. You could get one of the most useless techs in the game, though. You could get nomads. And whenever your houses are destroyed, you keep the population. We see res collected. Yep. That spearman's going to go down, and we can see the food for Liereyy. Big advantage. Big advantage on the wood for Yo, though. As Yo tries to defend on the front, and he tries to go for the full wall off. Mongols have AoE 4 like Huns today, I learned. Yep. Mongols also have moving buildings in AoE 4. All their buildings can pack up and move places. I thought that was an interesting mechanic. Yeah, Leary's trying to get in. Yo's got still fishing ships alive, and he's protecting them with his spearmen, and you can see he's not going for any aggression right now. Liereyy is on the way to Castle Age. Yo is not even close. Dude, Mongols are insane here. 25 villagers. He's gone for scouts. He's got 2 spearmen. He has no fish of his own. He's already up to Castle Age. He does have a minute of idle TC time, but still. AoE 4 is a fun game. Competitive, not so much. What are you talking about, dude? It's very competitive. The quality of competitors they have there is pretty impressive. I would say out of their pro players, there's more professional gamers competing in AoE 4 right now than there is in AoE 2. The AoE 2 guys are basically just AoE 2 players. But the AoE 4 guys have played a bunch of them have played a variety of different games professionally. All right, scouts are in. Scouts are in for Mr. Yo. Running under the TC. Liereyy doesn't even garrison. Maybe he doesn't notice those yet. He's got spearmen to defend. AoE 2 Twitch chat trying not to see about the existence of AoE 4 for 5 minutes challenge. Yeah. I mean, the problem with AoE 2 chats is that they start spouting all this random shit when they really don't... Like, I agree. AoE 4 is not as good of a game as AoE 2. But I refuse to just, like, see people make shit up about it to fit their narrative. Which is what I see a lot in AoE 2 chats. People just make shit up. They don't know anything. They barely even watched the game. They just don't like it. Steppies, we're Spud. We're Spud. Where is Spud? And the spearmen counter the step lancers. Doesn't feel great for Liereyy, right? He's going for that second TC now. Doesn't have the fish, which Yo has. He does have the hunt, which he can continue to move around for. Yo is not up to the Castle Age, but he's getting there. And Yo has a much safer eco. And Yo still has a villager lead at the moment. That will diminish as he goes up to Castle Age, and Liereyy might actually be in front of him. But I think the economy for Yo is much more stable than Lierey's is, especially after losing a couple of those villagers. AoE 4 unlimited resources makes long game boring. Are you talking about trade? They don't have unlimited resources. I don't know what you're talking about. Once again, I think you're just making shit up. Day9 said. Day9 doesn't really... I like him. He's got a good approach to the game. But when he's talking about Age of Empires games, I've watched him a couple times. He doesn't really know... Like, he's talking about it from a perspective of other RTS games, right? But he gets a lot of his facts wrong. Big demo? Only one step Lancer. Liereyy sacrificed him for the squad. I think his conclusions are good, but the problem is that he's basing them off facts that aren't correct. Especially when when he's talking about AoE 2, I notice a lot of the things that he says aren't based in reality, really. It's because he has limited time at the game, right? All right. Castle Age coming in. Bloodlines. Cav armor. Forging. That being said, though, I do really enjoy watching him because it's an interesting approach that he takes with so much other experience in RTS games. It's a different type of content, right? I like it. All right, can the Sept Lancers hit over a gold? I think they can, right? And Yo thinks they can as well. He's going to pull away from that. Liereyy is going for Monk. He's going in for a Camel. He's going in for the second wood upgrade now. As Yo gets to Castle Age. And Liereyy is ahead by 2 villagers. And I believe he's still collecting the hunt over here. He's still utilizing that Mongol bonus on the hunt as Yo goes for a second TC on this side. Controlling the map with Steppe Lancers. He needs to switch into something else, though. He can't go Steppe Lancer long term. The way those Lancers ran up to the wood, I thought there was a hole. Yeah, Lancers can stack, I believe, a little bit. It feels like they can stack better than Knights can. Feels like they have less collision on these units. I wonder if that's an actual thing. As Liereyy collects a relic, he knows he needs to get those in before Yo does. Yo already has a monastery, and Yo's already going for the relic here. So Liereyy needs to be really careful not to allow Yo. Maybe like 2 relics, I think, would be perfect to limit him to. I mean, 2 relics is still going to be tough. But if you let him get 4, that might be a problem later on down the line. That's always the game plan against Lithuanians. Try and deny these relics coming in. And Liereyy is still not sending the monks out for those relics. He sees one over here. He sees one over here, but he's busy healing now. Didn't want to do that last game. Okay, there goes the monk. It's on a journey. Coming out for this relic over here. As more villagers are going to go down. Scouts coming in. Oh my god, Liereyy. All right, Liereyy only lost 2 monks. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse. There was 2 scouts. There was 4 monks around here. He could have lost all 4. He only lost 2. He goes for that 3rd TC now. And Yo is going for the 4th TC behind this as Yo queues up some demo ships. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. What a gamer. What an absolute gamer here. Nothing going on in this pond, but he has demo ships in reserve. That's right. And Lierey's going to buddy system it out over towards this relic in the west. He's also pushing these scouts back. So he knows where the scouts are, which means he can get this relic over here safely. Yo already has 2 relics in. Liereyy has 1. It's all about this relic now. All about contesting that relic over on the east side. He's going to get this one in, I think. He should be able to get this one in. Ooh, it's going to be close. He needs camels over there. Yeah, he should be able to get it in. Just whether Yo can grab this one over here. Missed the demo explosion? Who cares, dude? I looked over there. It didn't kill any units. It didn't kill any units. Why do I need it? Why do I need it? You think every time a demo explodes, I go nuts? No, I go nuts if it kills units. Like when it kills this monk right here. That's what I'm talking about. The value there. Insane. And the value of these scouts is going to be insane as well. Lierey's trying to get stone in. To go for a castle. Gonna get driven off there. The scouts might be able to pick a villager. They did. And once again, Yo is ahead on villager kills. Even though Liereyy has kind of been the aggressor this game. Yo has just been picking away at the eco. Take a look at Yo's economy behind this. 4 TC, 76 villagers, getting both the Castle Age eco upgrades. Has wheelbarrow. Idle TC time, 5.5 minutes. Not too bad with 4 TC and all this action going on. And he gets a monk denied over here. Can't pick up that relic. Lierey's going to head out for that at some point, but right now he's just kind of guarding it with the step lancers, trying to prevent that 3rd relic from coming in. Right now the knights are 10+3. Could be 10+4 in Castle Age. But with only 2 relics, you're basically just pushing Lithuanians down to the same level as every other civ that gets Blast Furnace. If they go the Paladin approach. Why is Dave's stream marked as adult content? Yeah, because lots of swear words here. Maybe not when I'm casting all the time, but ooh, when I'm playing, oh baby. It is free Blast Furnace. I mean, yeah, true. Well, you kind of had to invest into it with the monks, but still, yeah. You're not wrong. It is free, in a way. Castle. We need at least 3 castles here from Liereyy for Magadai production. At least 3. If he gets into Magadai, he'll be feeling pretty good. Was this the same map that Song Song went Tarkans against Backed? Was that on Jungle Swamp? I think it was, right? Do you guys remember that? 50 Tarkans on the field, 50 Tarkans in the queue. Against full Magadai production from Backed, and Backed just couldn't stop it. Oh, Lierey's going to spot this. Uh-oh. You can't really take this fight, though, I don't think. Yo's got a monk here. He's going to convert a camel. He's also got the demo and support, maybe. Maybe if Liereyy gets 5 conversions on the knights, he can stop this. Maybe if he converts the demo. He can stall at these vills. 60% only on that castle. Demo explodes against the camel. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Scouts are looping around to try and deal with the monks now. Knights are getting converted. Castle is at 84, 85%. Still enough units there from Mr. Yo to support this, and I think the castle's going to go up. He will lose villagers, though, and he did lose all of his army. Liereyy is on the way to Imperial Age. Yo is on the way to Imperial Age himself. KD is now 48 to 41, incredibly even. Eco also incredibly even. Yo has the advantage with that 2nd farm upgrade. Liereyy has quite a bit of food in the bank. And he's going for that 2nd castle. And Yo makes his way into Lattice. Lattice, incredibly strong. Incredibly strong unit. And Liereyy is just now getting fletching. Oh my god. Didn't have any upgrades. Watch this. Bop, bing, boop. You're dead. Doesn't have ballistics. You even have a university? Oh my god. Oh, he's got so many techs to get. He will be able to get Elite Magadai right away, I believe, when he gets to Imperial Age, which is something. But the numbers are going to be really tough for him. And the latest are going to raid on this side. Still no ballistics from Liereyy. Still struggling for wood. Where can he take wood? I guess back here he can go. There's our acacia trees, so 150 wood on those. And skirmishers being teched into for Yo. If Yo has the initiative, skirmishers aren't bad because Lierey's going to have to fight against that with the Magadai, and the skirmishers can pick them off. If Liereyy turns this into an open game, though, skirmishers might struggle a little bit. And it looks like Lierey's going to loop around to this side. Lots of villagers to be found if he gets his Magadai in there. There's a forward castle from Yo. Forward castle from Yo. And this is going to force Liereyy to defend on this side. Trebs will be coming out from Yo as well. Latest still pushing. Liereyy does not wall behind that, and the cavalry is in. Magadai gets converted. It is Elite Magadai in 10 seconds. So Zara going to be strong, but now Yo is in the back of Lierey's base, and Lierey's forced into a defensive castle at the very far back. He is going to raid himself, though. And Yo notices this right away. Is Elite Magadai better than the other upgrades? Elite Magadai is the single best upgrade I think you can get for this unit. It's so good. And Yo is losing a lot. Yo is losing a lot. Still no ballistics for Liereyy. He's getting chemistry first. Yo's got no armor? Oh, you're right. He only has the first armor upgrade. I just assumed since he went into so many knights in Castle Age, he had the second one already. But he's only got the first one. He's teching purely into skirms, so he's going to avoid... He is going to avoid the cavalry route for now. And he's going to defend with skirmishers. He's also going to push with some skirms. But he has to be careful about his trebs. The Magadai are going to be out here attacking this. Liereyy will be able to snipe these two down. The castle is getting some value. Getting some really good value, but not enough surface area to repair there from Yo. He kills like 6 Magadai, but he loses 2 trebs. Ballistics finally on the way from Liereyy. I don't know if that was worth it, though, for that one trebuchet. For the first one, yeah, but for the second one to lose another 5, I don't know. Could be really tough. One good way to fight Mongols once they're into Elite Magadai is just target their castles. You target their production buildings. Magadai are incredibly slow to produce. And that's exactly what Yo is doing. It's forcing Liereyy to put all of his stone into repairing this, and Liereyy is now going to go for a castle further back. Also getting some cavalry armor. Knows he needs to add in some hussar of his own. He's going to go for another raid over on this side. Tower shields. Bring archer armor in. So these skirmishers, I mean, they're going to be tanky boys. They're going to be very tanky indeed. Magadai are doing work against them for now. Wait until that final armor is in. Still die, though? Final armor is going to help, yeah. It definitely helps. Lierey's still being very annoying here, though, with these Magadai. Oh, my goodness. Elite Magadai or something else. Meanwhile, on the front side, Treb's pushing forward. Skirmishers in front. Lierey's waiting for that tech switch to come in. He's got the +2 armor. He's adding in some light cav now, and he's sending them out. And this is going to be a concern for Mr. Yo. And this is very much a concern, as Liereyy micro down all of those skirmishers. And this is what I was talking about. If this turns into a open, mobile, or game that where the win factor is mobility, then Liereyy is going to likely win with his Magadai. Mobile game, yeah. If it turns into a mobile game. I ran that through my head and I was like, this doesn't sound correct. We got to figure it out, though. Elite latest is in for Mr. Yo, by the way. 16 +4 attack that ignores armor. Not broken at all. Hussar coming in for Liereyy. Economy is stretched to the bone. Stretched to the limit. Maybe Yo should put guard towers down. Well, he's going to go for a castle. He's still losing villagers. How many kills? These 6 units have 52 kills. This is not a drill. That unit alone had 10 kills. 6 units have 52 kills. Oh my god. And now they're coming in again. And there's Hussar over here to deal with the skirmishers. So Yo needs an army forward here of skirms to help deal with the Magadai. He also needs an army of skirms over here. Magadai are going to get some more kills. Hussar are going to get some more kills. Villagers still dying. Eco KD is now 69 to 29. And more Magadai on this side. And these Magadai are going to start racking up kills as well. $38 kills on these 4. More Magadai over here. Liereyy continues to defend on this side. He's sending most of his army forward. Yo comes forward with some trebs. Also, the relics have been on garrison. So Yo is still pushing in this area, and he's got the latest to support. Lierey's taking a risk sending his Magadai forward, and now he's going to have to send these Magadai back to deal with this army because he simply doesn't have the numbers at home. I think Liereyy also needs to expand out this way a little bit more. Start really adding TCs on that side if you can. Please don't run into the latest with your Magadai, okay? Simply distracting them as he kills all the trebs behind. Easy. This is going to be a fun unit composition to play for Liereyy, but it's also difficult, especially when your castles are being targeted by siege. You want to keep those alive. You want to keep as many production buildings as you can. And right now, Liereyy only has 3 castles. This is Yo's game? Maybe. He's definitely got the easier comp to play with. Just keep the siege coming forward. Keep spamming latest. Got more than enough gold and food. But Liereyy has the more dangerous composition. That's the problem. If Liereyy plays it correctly, Yo should struggle. And Lierey's going to keep that castle alive. He's going to keep the castle alive. Lierey's still with 120 villagers. Trying to expand out this way. Yo has the latest here. Lierey's going to have to shift his Magadai over to get more kills. You think Magadai are broken? See, I think Magadai have the right amount of investment needed for the good unit. And they're just incredibly fun to play, and you hate to take units out of the game or nerf them to the point where they're not as fun as something like Magadai would be. I still miss old AOC Magadai with no frame delay on the units. I miss that, dude. I know it was broken. I know it was officially broken back then. I know, as Liereyy loses a bunch of ills. Still has 15 queued, though. Should be able to recover. But it was fun to play. Armor upgrades for Liereyy. Oh my god. Yikes. Only the first armor upgrade. No Parthian. You don't need armor versus latest. It's kind of useful against the castles and the skirmishers, though. Siege ram for Yo, is that an option? Well, he's going for capped ram. I wonder where he's making that. We can see raids coming in here from Liereyy. Looks like you want to get stables set up over there. Still dealing with the latest. See, I would say that latest are more broken, fundamentally broken unit than Magadai are. If only because Magadai requires such a big investment to get into, and they produce very slowly from the castles. If I had to remove one civ from the game, I'd probably remove Lithuanians. I don't like it. Like you get a 16 plus 6 attack unit that also ignores armor. What? Malay? No, I think Malay are really unique. Malay are fun. People still haven't fully figured out Malay either. I removed Gujaras. I think Gujaras are also unique. All right. Hussar are going to try and deal with the latest. The latest are just straight up taking out the castle because they have 16 base attack for some reason. And Liereyy should lose. Liereyy should lose now. He's lost the castle. He's lost the castle. He's down to 78 villagers. And this unit is absolutely ridiculous. More raids coming in on this side. Magadai killing stuff over here. Yo is building more latest. He's got 29 latest right now. Magadai are at the back, but the latest are coming. And the skirmishers are coming too. And the Lithuanian cav archers are even coming. They're down to 66 vills. He took it to game 5. Yo's been on form, though. Recently, Yo has been really, really good, and now Liereyy is going to lose his entire army. And he might just call the GG after this one. Like, in my opinion, Elite Latest should have maximum 14 attack. The non-elite version should have 10 attack. In my opinion. If they're ignoring armor, why are you giving them this much attack? It doesn't make any sense. Especially since they have the relics to add to them, and they have all of the upgrades, the final armor upgrade for their cavalry, and bloodlines. Are you a pro to give your opinion? Right. GG. Well played, Mr. Yo. Really well played. Really, really well played. Just to give you some perspective here, this unit, okay, has 2 less attack than a fully upgraded Persian War Elephant. And it does more to units because it ignores the armor. Granted, doesn't have the splash damage and is missing out on the 620 HP. But, what the fuck? Unique units are supposed to be very good. Tell that to Dravidians. Tell that to the Dravidians, bro. Oh no, they're down bad. They're down bad. Or the Bengalis. Bengalis actually have a good unique unit. If you go the archer variant. If you go the melee unit sucks, but. Okay, Yo ahead on Eco. Yo ahead on KD as well. Yeah, Liereyy just couldn't hold on.